Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm doing a reading on if your life were a movie, what role would you play? So this is basically what sort of character would you be cast in? It's a fun video, so take it in that manner. This is the pile selection portion of the video, so I'll show you the 4 cards you can make your selection. And the setup is a little wonky because again I'm sitting down to film today. I have to do it as quickly as possible because again I have some family health issues and all of that, so hopefully I can get this up soon for you guys. And also hope you guys don't mind, I've just been a little all over the place. Also, the people who've booked with me, I'm a little behind on the readings. I'm trying my best, so don't mind, and thank you for all the well wishes as well. So for pile number 1 we have the wife. This is, you have to go by the whatever that calls to you. Even you can go with anything that you see in the card that calls to you, or just the, let's say if it's a character, the body language. So this is misfortune, pile number 2. This is what came out. We have young woman, pile number 3. For pile number 4 we have conversation. So pick one that your intuition calls you to, and I'll see you in your pile. Hello pile number 1, these are the cards that I pulled for you. It's going to be a short video, so watch it all the way through. Take it as like a fun video, don't take it too hard, too much, and enjoy the reading. Let me know your thoughts, and you can give me some feedback as well and more fun ideas for future videos. So let's start. This is, what sort of role would you be cast in, or what sort of role would you play if you were in a movie? So you pick this card, the wife. This is for pile number 1, and I'm sorry I'm a little zoomed out. Hope you can see the cards. Here we have the rabbit. This is earth element, matches the background also quite well. And then I'll add more cards as we go along. This will be a short video because I'm short on time and I just wanted to get a video up, and I had this idea also come through, so I thought let me do it. So yeah, take what resonates, ignore what doesn't. This is number 38, flames. So this card speaks about increasing everything that's around it, making things more auspicious. In Vedic astrology also we consider fire as something very auspicious. So pile number 1, you seem like a sweet, gentle person. Just with the rabbit and the wife coming out, it gives me very sweet, nurturing vibes. You could have facial features that make you seem like a sweet person, like a softer person, compassionate. You could play the role of a mother on the screen, or like the romantic interest, or like a female protagonist. And I'm also getting the vibe of a romantic movie. Perhaps you would be, perhaps if you were like an actor looking for a movie, you would be cast in like a romantic movie, rom-com, or as the female protagonist. Perhaps someone also beautiful, someone who dresses really nice. You would be cast as a caretaker, nurturing person. Fire is also there, so there could also be a transformation. So maybe a makeover movie, or something where you kind of come into your power even though you're still that soft, gentle person. I'm trying to think of some movie ideas for this. It does make me think of, if you've seen that movie Devil Wears Prada, the character that Anne Hathaway plays, she's still a soft, sweet girl, but she does have that sort of confidence boost and that spark that comes into her. So that's one thing I'm getting. Also, there's another fashion movie. I don't know why I'm thinking now fashion movies. I think we did get the card for Kritika in this pile. So Kritika is connected with scissors also. So I've seen people who have Kritika Nakshatra, they tend to be into fashion, and because sharp objects are represented by Kritika people can be hairdressers, they can be surgeons also because they deal with the surgical tools, or scissors. So hairdresser, and someone with designing, tailoring, clothes, fashion industry. We also have an Indian influencer. Her name is Kritika, and she is a fashion influencer. So always when I think of Kritika, it's not all about warrior fighting, even though we have that fire energy repeating here. But this is speaking about more about transforming something. So through fashion, you can change yourself. So it does make me think of Clueless also. See, she was very likable, nice girl. And even we can think of KD from Mean Girls. Those are the roles I'm thinking of. Someone feminine, beautiful. The movie would be about perhaps fashion aesthetics, beauty, or femininity. Maybe a girl coming of age, or someone transforming, maybe going from like a softer person, maybe a pushover, to now becoming more of a powerful person. Bridget, what is that movie? Diary of Bridget Jones. It makes me think of that. And then also Confessions of a Shopaholic. That actress Isla Fisher, I really like her. Yeah, that's the energy I'm picking up here. Also, if I had to think of like an Indian movie, maybe Piku, because she was a caretaker. Deepika in that movie, she was a caretaker, right? And I'm trying to think of maybe Aisha. I'm not sure. I've not seen that movie. But Piku, because she was caretaker, she was really good looking, sweet. It makes me think of that movie Cocktail. The actress Diana, I'm getting her vibes more so. Like the character Deepika played, it was different. So yeah, I'm thinking of these characters. I'll add more as we go along, but that's what I'm picking up so far. Fashion, beauty, femininity, female protagonist. Yeah, finding your power also, and maybe could be like a mother sort of a role. It's making me think of Sridevi in Mom. And you know what? I'm also getting a bit of revenge energy. So with the Mom movie, she takes revenge on people, the way they, essayed her daughter. So there was this story, because I'm thinking of Mom also. I'm also thinking of Sridevi in English Winglish. See, she was still a likable person, and see, Kritika also we can connect with cooking. So this is nice. Cooking also, because knives and forks, these are like sharper objects. So she was a cook, but she didn't get her due respect. So she learns English, and then her family treats her differently. I think it's giving me that sort of vibe as well. So a lot of different characters coming through, but it's pretty much about your journey as a female. I'm getting very strong female energy with this. You could be a male also, but I'm more so getting this energy of fashionista, or like finding your style, finding something about you where you start loving yourself. And it's not like a super dramatic sort of a tale, right? It's not like super dramatic or something crazy happening. It's more so just a person growing, maturing, finding their voice, finding their, we can say, the spine even. Standing up for themselves, and also becoming their best version or a better version, and also embracing their feminine or masculine side, just seeing themselves as more beautiful. That's the energy I'm getting. And this is a likable sort of a person, character, someone that even certain people might think of a pushover or not think too much of them, like ignore them almost, but then the person comes into their own. This is the sort of role I see for pile number 1, you. Yeah. So here we have bouquet, number 9. This is also connected with beauty and grace. Flowers I always connect with the beauty. So it could definitely be like a fashion or a beauty sort of or a makeover sort of a movie. It's making me think of Princess Diaries also. I'm thinking of Anne Hathaway quite a bit for this pile. I don't know why. And could be a mother. And this could also be a role like a kingmaker. I'm thinking of queen also, but whereas the role might not be the most important, but it's a very sorted sort of a person, mature. It's making me think of in Bahubali, his mother. I think there was one actress that was very, I don't know, the female, I can't quite remember, but it's pretty much about the kingmaker archetype, where you are sorted, but you're helping someone else become the star of the show, but you've always been sorted and you're not the main person. You're like behind the scenes, kind of that energy also I'm picking up. Also regal royal energy also I'm getting here. So like a queen's role, or a person that's like, it's not giving me Queen Cersei from Game of Thrones, but someone like let's say Ned Stark's wife, because she did call the shots, she was significant, but at the same time she was, I wouldn't say the most likable, but she was a good partner, let's say, to her husband. That's a vibe I'm getting. So something with like having a child also in the story, a good mother, queen. That's what I'm getting so far. For pile number 1, here we have Mars in Libra, choice. So there could be something about making a choice, or also maybe regret about a choice that was made in the past, and then the person realizes and they feel like, you know what, I let go of my dreams, I let go of this thing, that thing, whatever. Or there could be a bit of reminiscing over the past or a choice in that movie, and where you have some sort of an epiphany, and then you go through this transformation. You're like, you know what, I need to change things. So that's the energy I'm picking up here. This can also speak about making important choices. There could be some like important thing in the movie where something changes the trajectory of the storyline, and it could be connected to power also in one way, or being fair and just, and obviously a partnership also. So perhaps a couple is there, king or queen, or the way you behave in your love life, something like a romantic angle could be there. You know what I'm thinking of? Another movie that comes to my mind is that Ugly Truth, is it? Because Gerard Butler, he kind of gives a makeover to Katherine Heigl, and it was also like a love story. So it's making me think of that. Also 27 Dresses, she was a fashionista, and then she kind of like calms down her obsession with weddings and stuff. So that was also, I think, I'm thinking of these movies where it's about the female, but it's fun, interesting, it's lighthearted also, but it's serious as well. So it's giving me a mix of that, a bit of fashion also included. Here we have Sedna cleansing. So see, this story is about your life story. Pile number 1 would be about a change coming in, letting go of something like old patterns and changing, also connecting with your emotions. Maybe you've been trying to keep up appearances, being more of a people pleaser perhaps, or being pushed over by other people. Then you kind of come into your own. That would be the story. Cleansing, and also I'm seeing water here, so it is connected with emotions. And then happiness also, finding your happiness with the seals we connect with happiness, and a bit of siren also coming out, so connecting with that beautiful side of yours, seductive side of yours with siren energy. So pile number 1, you could be someone where you're very likable or you're very beautiful. Most people would like you, and you would be cast into more of a, not like an indie role, but something more mass market, more popular, and people would like you. A majority of people would connect with you. That's the role that would be presented to you. In Kritika also, moon gets exalted, so you would be in a role that is liked by most people. Most people would resonate with it. It would be like a popular movie, like the examples I've given, and it's definitely female centric, female focused here. We also have haven, find peace in the spaces you create. So this is about feeling peace at home, within you as well, your emotional external house that you're dealing with, feeling safe in your body. We have reflection, take time to learn from your past. We have heart, listen to your heart, it always knows. So this energy is definitely about following your heart. This here also, heart being highlighted. I see a heart here. Maybe a heartbreak could happen that changes you. And reflection. So in your movie, there would be a bit of reflection. I think a lot of people might also learn from you. You could be someone where a lot of people can easily resonate, right? And something that pulls on the heart strings. And you could definitely be cast in a romantic sort of a movie setting. Something with the family also, family matters with the house. Cancer energy, a lot of people, you could be cast in a movie where people could feel emotionally invested. They could even cry. These are the themes I'm picking up. So I hope this reading was interesting. It was something different, and you let me know. I mentioned a lot of movies that I personally like as well. So that is interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you have any other video suggestions like these, let me know. And I hope you enjoyed. If you want to book a reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. Like, share, subscribe, all of that. Hello pile number 2. Welcome to today's reading. I hope you enjoy this topic. It's something different. And the setup is obviously not amazing, but let's see. I hope the light is okay. Let's start your reading. Take what resonates, ignore what doesn't. We'll start with a few cards, then we'll add more as we go along. So here we have Beaver. This is water element. We have misfortune. This kind of looks like the tower also. And we see firemen trying to put out the fire. So you could play a role where you're some sort of a hero or heroine. Now I was getting very feminine energy with pile number 1. With this pile I'm getting more of masculine energy, so maybe more men picking this, but also women who are connecting more with the masculine energy. But overall, what am I picking up? It's a person who's like a problem solver, hero, action movie. This would be your role. So pile number 2, something about your aura, maybe your body. You're someone who's tall or broad or something like that. You seem like a strong person. You seem like the main character. That's your energy. You also seem like a person who would fix things or who can roll with the punches and figure things out. You're good at problem solving. Something about being in charge, being in control, coming across like a leader. So here we see the fireman trying to put out a fire. It's giving me like Die Hard energies. I don't know why, like making me think of maybe Lara Croft or some sort of a female or male action hero, action figure like James Bond, or even it's making me think of Deepika in Pathaan, even though I don't like that movie at all. It was so bad. But anyway, I'm trying to think of Bollywood movies also for this. But basically a hero, nowadays the movies are quite bad. Hollywood, Bollywood, I think everything is quite bad. So I'm trying to think of more of classic movies. But anyway, this is what I'm picking up so far. A person who's the builder, who puts out fires, metaphorically, and then someone that you believe in, someone you want to win. That's the sort of thing I'm picking up here. It's like making me think of a movie. Like pile number 1 was a feel-good movie that you watch and you can watch on repeat. This sort of a movie is about winning. Like we have to win. There has to be a winner. Like protagonist, antagonist. That's the vibe I'm getting. We have here the railroad. It talks about long journey, number 46. We have the 2 repeating for pile number 2 also. So this speaks about, this could be like a roller coaster of a ride. You're someone, I'm also getting rags to riches sort of a vibe with this pile. Maybe someone who makes it big, goes from like zero to hero, something like that. That's a role you would be cast in. It's making me think of Slumdog Millionaire as well. And a person who's been through some sort of a journey. It's not been easy. It's not been easy, like easily, let's say even predictable, we can say. Then you also got here man and the lady. We have Ace of Hearts and Ace of Swords. It is 28, 29. So we see progression also, and we also see a person who's got their, it's making me think of Titanic, does it not look like that? Because Jack was interested in Rose and she was kind of like this put together prim proper lady also, and he was kind of like rags to riches as well. And there was a misfortune in the movie. So your movie would have some sort of like a disaster also, like a misfortune, some how do you say that, adversity to overcome, like a big massive challenge to overcome. There could be a like a romantic angle also to your movie, and you could be the underdog also. That's the energy I'm picking up. Like people want the underdog to win. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Rags to riches. I'm also getting romantic vibes. A person who has a goal in their mind that they've set out to achieve. It's like people are rooting for you. That would be the vibe of the movie. For nakshatras, we got Uttara Falguni, which we do connect with marriage also sometimes, or bringing people together. We have Purva Ashadha, which is early victories. Again, victory energy coming through. it could be like a classic movie that you would play a part in. It makes me think of classic movie. It also makes me think of a movie that you watch once and it kind of stays with you, or you learn something from it. It becomes, maybe not, you might not watch it all the time, but it's something special. It's a memorable sort of a movie. That is something you would be cast in. We have idealism. This is Sun in Aquarius, something that a lot of people can watch and feel motivated, excited, optimistic. Even though Titanic was not like that, but I'm just getting that energy. It's also making me think of Gladiator. That's strong energy. Actually, Gladiator would be the perfect, that character, Maximus, or I can't remember the entire name, but that's perfection, because he also had that love story whole theme going on, and he was a fighter, and it's a popular movie. You might not watch it like multiple times. I can watch Titanic multiple times, but not Gladiator. I'm trying to think of examples here. We have here Hina, courage. So it would be a story of courage, winning against all odds, or like rags to riches, like I said, Slumdog Millionaire, right? But also there's a gentle energy, like an inner child wanting to win. And I think a lot of people could resonate with it. It could also be a movie where maybe kids like it, but something that pulls at your heartstrings. You want the person to succeed, you want the person to win. It could even be something more, let's say, easygoing, something like Billy Madison also. So it could be a movie where there's some sort of a game going on and person has to win. So it's making me think of Billy Madison. It's making me think of even Casino Royale. There's this portion where they are at the casino. I don't know why I'm thinking of Casino. That's also more of like old Hollywood days, because nowadays we don't see a lot of casino in the movies or something like that. Maybe a gangster movie. Taxi Driver, perhaps. I don't know. But this is like a story about courage and motivation, also inspiration, inspiring other people. Hard work also. There could be some labor involved. So you could be pile number 2, something about your body where you show off the body. You have a strong build. So pile number 1, I forgot to mention actually in that pile, it was a person who's sweet and gentle with cute little features. So you naturally feel like this is a soft person. So you would cast them in such a role. With pile number 2, it's about maybe a person who's strong. You just see a leader in them. That's the energy I'm picking up. Or you just see them doing labor work, or you see them like, I don't know, projecting their masculinity or something like that. Also some dream energy, like a dream, achieving some sort of a childhood dream. That's also the vibe I'm getting. Let's see the final cards here. We have Stardust. You are made of magic of the cosmos. We have Renewal. Embrace the opportunity for fresh beginning. So it does make me think of rags to riches again, or a person who's been beat down and then they win again. So let me just get back to it. It says bridge, build connections, they are your strength. So a story that a lot of people would connect with. And it's also this energy of dreamer, a person achieving their dream, and a person maybe failing first, failing, then picking themselves back up and finding that strength in winning. So it does give me the, like a boxer movie, or Die Hard, or Rocky perhaps. And there could be like a family, let's say, achieving a family's goal, something that maybe your parents set out to do, then you end up doing it. Something that is like rooted in community or family or something like that. Connections, right? Maybe some collective effort and you being the leader. Like a superhero movie, also action movie, something like that. That brings people together also. Some sort of victory. So these are the sort of movies and roles that I'm picking up. This is the energy and vibe that you give off, and something you would pull off as who you are, pile number 2. And also, if you can make up some ideas, what's your interpretation of these cards? What are you thinking about? I'm also trying to think of some movie examples. I should think of Bollywood. It's even making me think of 3 Idiots. I don't know why, because the person achieved the dreams, right? So 3 Idiots, And you tell me, what do you pick up? What's the vibe you're picking up with these? Maybe Gully Boy? What do you think? Gully Boy. Anyway, you let me know. And if you have any suggestions, like similar sort of topics, interesting topics, let me know. It was something different. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was something, I don't know how it's gonna do, but let's see. Leave your feedback, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. If you want to book a reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. These are your cards. I'll go over them one by one. And I hope you guys enjoy this reading, this unique topic that I'm doing. If you have other suggestions, leave those down below. Take what resonates, ignore what doesn't. And this is a general reading. It's also a fun reading. So I hope you guys have fun and you enjoy. Let's start. So we're starting off with young women. We have oyster. This is water element. We also have Magha. Falls in Leo. So one thing I want to start off with is, this is, let's say, if you were an actor, what sort of role would you be cast in? So just seeing you, your body and all of that, and the energy that you give off, what sort of role would let's say the casting director give to you? Or we can also take it as your life being turned into a movie. So keep that in mind. Now, I think pile number 3, you give a bit of a young energy. We have young women. We also, with oyster also, because I don't know how oysters work. I don't eat seafood, or I don't know much about these things, okay? So I'm guessing oyster we see closed off. But maybe if it's ripe or done or whatever, it will be open. I don't know, you tell me. But it's giving me the energy of something that's young. It's giving me young energy, right? Something like rookie energy even. A young person who's coming into their own. So pile number 3, I feel like you would be cast in a girl next door, boy next door sort of a role. A person coming of age. It's making me think of that movie Love, Simon, if you've heard of that. And also there was Perks of Being a Wallflower. I used to love that movie growing up, even though it's kind of tragic, but I enjoyed that movie. It was a person, because Charlie was, I think his name was Charlie in the movie. He was like closed off and a little reserved and introverted. So I enjoyed the movie where he made friends and he connected with those people and he kind of opened up, like opening the oyster. I don't know if I'm making sense with these metaphors, but I really enjoyed that movie. It's also making me think of a little bit of Harry Potter. I don't know why. Maybe there's a whimsical vibe that I'm picking up. I don't know, but I'm thinking of kids and younger kids and like young adults, and even making me think of Lady Bird and Udaan. If you've watched Bollywood, Udaan, it's not a very popular movie, but I love that movie, and it's such an amazing, I think it's one of the best coming of age movies. If you've not watched it, it's more of an indie movie, it's not mainstream, but I love that movie. And even it's making me think of Alia in Highway, even though that's more of like a, what do you call it, Stockholm syndrome that she develops, but still she kind of found herself through that journey. And I personally love Highway. It's one of my all-time favorite movies from Bollywood. So, and I'm not a Alia fan. It's also making me think of Udta Punjab also, how Shahid was kind of, he was like this spoiled brat. He found fame and money very early on, but then he has this difficult sort of experience where he matures. And even Alia was still grown, I think, in that movie. She knew she had it tough. So I don't know, it's making me think of younger people or people coming into their own, coming of age. And also maybe like a younger person's journey in life, maybe even Alia in that movie, because she's young. I'm thinking of Alia again and again because she looks like a younger person compared to all the other actresses, the mainstream actresses that we have. They all look very seductive and like sexy type, but Alia is more of that young adult, especially she started working early on, so she was still young, like student of the year, that vibe I'm getting. Even Shandar, And there was one more she did with Therapy, you know, Shahrukh, the movie that she did with Shahrukh. So it's making me think of her, even like someone like Emma Stone, and it's making me think of that movie, Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know, even Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone, they look like younger people. They don't look that old. So someone like that, Girl Next Door vibes. Lady Bird would be the best example. I love that movie also. And even something like maybe more dated, like Pride and Prejudice, or Saoirse Ronan, her movies, she also has that look. So she did one, it was called Chesil Beach or something. That was a nice movie, I like that. Or maybe a movie where you show a young person growing old also, becoming maybe a person of influence with MAGA. So I gave you a lot of examples. But Saoirse Ronan in Lady Bird, of course, but also like Pretty Woman, they made a remake of that, right? So something like a Jane Austen movie also, because usually we see those women, they're young, they have their life ahead of them, and they make kind of bold moves in life. So like opening up or growing, and it's making me think of Jane Austen also. Let's see. Here we have Clover, number 33. It's kind of like counting on your luck, taking risks, taking a major risk, like a gamble on your luck. That's the energy I'm getting with the Clover. Also being lucky, also maybe being presented with like a lucky opportunity. We have Shepherd, which speaks about intense love of life and strong fellow feeling. So it would be a movie that makes you, it's a feel good movie that you could play, a movie about perhaps friends also, friendship. Maybe Spring Break. I've not watched that movie, but the idea in my mind about Spring Break, it would be a movie about even Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, if you've heard of that movie from Bollywood. It's one of the best, most popular movies, and I love it also. That is also, it's not young people, but it's something about friendship also. It's about realizing the more important things in life and enjoying having a good time, laughter, that sort of vibe I'm getting. Something that makes you feel delighted, happy, excited about life, joy. These are the, I'm picking up more about feelings in this pile. What would be the effect of watching such a movie? Yeah, happiness, joy, remembering, even nostalgia I'm getting, and friendship also strongly I'm getting. We have Moon here, number 32. So kind of facing your fears also, or something with creativity. Let's say a person, like it's making me think of one of those Jane Austen movies where the protagonist, was it Pretty Woman, I'm not sure, but there was some character that I'm thinking about where the girl wanted to be a writer, and that was like way, like 100 years ago, 200, something like that, and it wasn't a popular choice. Like when she turns down, I think it was Pretty Woman, where she turns down that actor, what's his name, Timothy Chalamet, and he like proposes to her, and she's like, no, I think her name was Jo, and she wanted to be a writer. So it's like facing your fears, something about facing your fears and going for it and doing something creative, like an offbeat sort of a job or career, something where you are actually like expected to fail. The odds are against you. That's a vibe. I'm also thinking of Glee with this pile. Glee had very much like that friendly vibe, but also competition. They were friends. It was creative. It was fun. It was exciting, but also full of life, dreams. They were building their careers, and they were young kids. They were coming of age. They were exploring love and all these themes. So Glee would be perfect example for that. Here we got two cards back to back. Let me show you. We have Moon in Aquarius, independence, connecting with the world through your, let's say, self-expression, your art, getting fame also. So it would be a person becoming famous. It makes me think of Hannah Montana, Hilary Duff also. Those sort of Disney shows. And again, we have independence with Artemis. She's also like, she looks like she's going on an adventure, doesn't she? So that's the energy and vibe I'm picking up here with this pile. Let's see the final cards. We have ocean, you are deep, vast and full of life. It also gives me the energy of following your intuition, like having that strong intuition. I'm meant to achieve this goal in life, I'm meant to do this career, be an actor, be a singer or something, like something where you're being very daring and you want to achieve big, like being an actor that gives you fame, money, power, everything. So it would be a movie where it's not like an everyday like pile number one was like that. It was like about interpersonal relationships, romantic movie. So everyone spin in love, everyone dates and has relationships. So this particular pile is about like chasing your dreams, trying to make it big in Hollywood, Bollywood, something like that. I'm also getting with this pile, or just coming of age, where you're full of life, full of dreams, and crossing oceans, which is about going to like foreign lands. Or this could be a movie about where one person is like moving abroad and it's like scary or something like that. We have phoenix feather, the power of transformation lies within. So making a major change. So this is like scary almost. And familiar, I think, yeah, this is why I was getting Harry Potter vibes, because they have a familiar in that movie. Every character, your inner guide is always with you. So this could also be a movie where maybe a pet is always around you, or I don't know. Someone tell me, what's a movie with? I can only think of Charlie 777. In the South there was a movie, or here also we see the dogs on the side. Here we have black cat energy, so I'm basing here black cat energy. But no, I'm just saying, maybe someone with you. This could even be a movie about there's a close friend that you're with, or a partner or something like that. Maybe is there, or a pet animal. Exploration also, something about travel, vlogging, I don't know, but I hope you get the idea. I saw 1111. This is a nice sign for you. Pile number 3. Maybe a lot of younger people also picking this particular pile. So you let me know. You can give your own interpretations, and I hope you guys enjoyed this reading and this topic. It was something different. Let me know your thoughts, and if you have other quirky, weird video suggestions, let me know. This also does make me think of Harry Potter. I don't know why, like Hunger Games or something like that, where you have tasks you have to. So a bit of this fantasy world also. Maybe your movie could be something about like a fantasy, sci-fi sort of a movie. But yeah, I'll end it here. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to book a reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. Hello pile number 4, welcome to your reading today. I hope the reading resonates with you. Take it as a general reading, and it's also supposed to be more of a fun topic. So hope you guys enjoy. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you have any video suggestions, something more fun, something similar, let me know. Okay, so let's start. Here we have conversation and journey. You got 2 cards. We also have cobra and frog. Both fire and water elements are here. So what am I getting? This topic is about what sort of a role would you fit in, and we can even think of maybe your life, the way it's been going or something like that. It could resonate with your life story, or let's say the sort of looks and features that you have. So if someone was casting you in a role, they would assume this is your life story, this is the role you would suit. So we're also cast according to our looks, right? Anyway, so what am I picking up here? Firstly, I'm seeing a person going on a journey. It's giving me a bit of spiritual vibes also, this particular pile. So something with magic. It could be like it does make me think of Harry Potter a little bit, but a movie about travel, or some sort of like transformative sort of a journey. Eat, pray, love, like a person going to a spiritual place and then they become more spiritual, or even making me think of biography. You could perhaps play someone else, but overall, what's the vibe I'm getting? A person who's able to influence other people. You can hypnotize other people. So, and also here we see the person talking, everyone else is looking towards this person, and they're deep into conversation. So it speaks about a person of influence. So a story that is worth telling. Biography. Just like conversations. Maybe it's a movie where just people are talking, you are talking. and you're narrating. Maybe you have an amazing voice, pile number 4. You could become a good narrator. Or you have very hypnotic eyes. I don't know, something about your looks, your voice, your communication skills is coming through. And I also just get this sense from all these cards. It's a journey where it could even be a journey of maybe, let's say, coming out of addiction also. You could play that role where you were struggling and now you're this person who's turned it around. I'm not saying that's your life story, but you could play that role where you can express those difficult emotions of crying also, like pain, because I'm seeing here the raindrops, it speaks about pain. But you can also express those emotions where you're lighthearted, you're like resurfaced. So the fire and the water speaks about there could be a lot of shades. It could be a very emotional sort of a movie that you could be a part of. You could maybe have maybe you have various expressions that you can convey, something like this. It could have a lot of shades, this movie. There could be ups and downs, like a whole journey that you go through, painful journey. It could be like a drama or a thriller or something about exploration. But I'm getting strong spiritual vibes. So someone who becomes more spiritual as life goes on, or a person who is so mature, or like almost like a guru or a mentor, or a person with influence. You're someone who motivates other people. So I can't think of too many movies with this sort of energy, but it's making me think of Shah Rukh in that movie where he kind of plays like a therapist to Alia. If you can think of that movie, or some sort of therapist I'm getting, or a person narrating their life journey, like Forrest Gump or something along those lines, Shawshank Redemption. That's the vibe of the movie that I'm picking up. Right? It's about, okay, wow, this person really did something special. And it's more about focused on one particular person. So you would be a part of a movie where it's all about you. That's what I'm getting so far. And you could also play a healer if you're a female, maybe a witch, or something about spiritual energy, spiritual knowledge, wisdom. You could perhaps like something, maybe like a movie on Osho or something like that. Maybe a guru. That's what I'm getting. We have Bharani also, Satyabhisha. Satyabhisha is that healing energy. Aquarius. Bharani is Aries. So travel. And Bharani also makes me think of a person who's like very particular. Like disciplinarian sort of vibe I'm getting. So you're very strict on yourself. You're doing a role or a movie. Maybe it's about sports. You know, you put your body through a difficult ordeal to achieve something. This could even be about maybe Kundalini awakening with Cobra. I'm thinking of that as well. So this particular pile is very weird than the other three. I'm finding it hard to give examples. It just doesn't even make sense. I think most people watching, they'll be like, why would I do that? Or what are you picking up on? But it's just very, very different than the three piles. Those were more mainstream, like coming of age, romantic movie. This pile, very different. It's like a biography or a person who achieved something major. I can't think of examples. I don't know why. Anyway, let's see. We see ship here, number 16. So again, this is talking about travel. So travel is coming through very strongly. A person who's traveling, like it's making me think of travel around the world in how many days? 80 days, 90 days? I'm not sure. But something like that. You know, travel, exploration, finding yourself, soul purpose, something deeper, spiritual, something like that I'm getting. We have negotiation. This is Jupiter in Libra. So we see the moon, we see the sun also. So Jupiter does speak about that guru, mentor, spiritual life that I was speaking about. We have Libra here. So it could even be a story where, let's say, you go through a heartbreak and then you go on a different journey. I don't know if Eat, Pray, Love, I've not watched that movie, but is there a romantic angle? But there could be, like, the movie could be something along the lines where you have a heartbreak, changes everything. Like, it's even making me think of Jab We Met, because Shahid starts off the movie, he's heartbroken, he's sitting in that train, and then he finds Geet. Right? So he goes through this journey almost. So something about maybe heartbreak, love, pain, suffering, takes you in a different direction in your life. Something like that could be there. But something with the religion, spirituality for sure, faith, belief, what do you believe in? It's also making me think of Kantara a little bit. If you watch that movie, we have cross here. So expressing or showing faith to people. Kantara, how many of you have watched that movie? I loved it. It's the only movie in my life I think I've watched 2 times in theater and paid for both of them, because one other movie I'd watched because someone else paid for it, like my family members took me out for that, so I didn't do it myself, right? But this movie, I loved it so much, I watched it twice. I'm like, I have to watch it again. So anyway, what's your favorite spiritual movie, by the way, if anyone's watching? And if you have any, tell me, because Kantara would be at the top for me, and I think I need to watch more of those type of movies as well. So I'm getting this like a journey of faith. You would convey a story about faith. Even I can think of something like it's a romantic movie. What's that movie called? Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. What's that movie? Notebook. Because I don't know, I think it's more than just a romantic movie to me. It's not one of my favorites, by the way. I'm just saying the way I perceived it. They're just kind of like meant to be, that sort of angle. Also, I'm picking up here. We have Morrigan Rhythm, so she again gives me witchy vibes. Even you could be cast in a horror sort of a movie, by the way. Yeah, it could be a horror movie. Or even it's making me think of what's that movie? That movie, it was more of indie. Okay, I had to Google it. Tumbad. You know, that was really like spooky vibe. So it could be a movie that's about spirits or horror, thriller. This sort of vibe I'm getting as well. We have here Goddess, embrace your divine power. So see, divinity. There could be a strong theme of divinity or spirit or universe, destiny. These sort of themes could be very, very prominent. We have Phoenix, rise from the ashes and soar. So there could be like a major transformation, like I said, going through a tough time, like a tough not element but tough experience that changes you. We have mountain also. Mountain is also spiritual energy. Mountains are connected with spiritual energies. Your challenges are opportunities for growth. It's making me also think of Ship of Theseus. How do you say that? Theseus, I'm not sure, but that was also a spiritual movie. It was again indie. It's not a mainstream movie. So something like that. You give me examples from Hollywood. I'm thinking of mainly Bollywood movies for this particular pile. Something fantastical, you know, larger than life or story of belief. I think there was also Peanut Butter Falcon, something like this. I think Shia LaBeouf did a video, and I don't know what the movie was about, but I think I heard him talk in an interview and he said it was kind of like this. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Maybe an inspiring biography also. But anyway, I'll end it here. You let me know what did you think of this video. And I like this pile. It's very interesting and different. You can also give your interpretation for it. And if you want to book a reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. Thank you for watching. Let me know, did you enjoy it or not? And any suggestions also for future videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.